After the death of King Solomon, Israel stood at a crossroads. The throne was ready, the crown was waiting. But one decision would split an entire nation forever. Rehoboam was the son of King Solomon, the wisest and wealthiest king Israel had ever known. From birth, Rehoboam lived in the palace, surrounded by luxury, authority, and expectation. He inherited the kingdom. He didn't fight for the throne, he didn't earn the crown. The kingdom was handed to him, but what Rehoboam inherited in position, he lacked in character. Jeroboam's story is the opposite. He was not born royal, he was not raised in the palace. Jeroboam was the son of Nebat, a servant, a common man, but he was gifted, industrious, and capable. Solomon noticed his leadership skills and promoted him. Then something extraordinary happened. God sent the prophet Ahijah, who tore his cloak into 12 pieces and gave 10 to Jeroboam, declaring, "I am tearing the kingdom from Solomon and giving 10 tribes to you if you obey me." Jeroboam was chosen by God, not bloodline. Jeroboam was promised a kingdom. How they both inherited the kingdom. Both had an opportunity, both made a choice, and both fell in very different ways. Today, we uncover the shocking story of Rehoboam and Jeroboam and the timeless lesson hidden in their rise and fall. Rehoboam inherits by lineage. When Solomon died, Rehoboam automatically became king. But the people came to him with the request, "Lighten the heavy burden your father placed on us." Rehoboam asked for advice. The elders said, "Serve the people." The young men said, "Rule them harder." Rehoboam rejected wisdom and chose pride. That single decision split the nation. 10 tribes rebelled. Only Judah and Benjamin remained. Rehoboam's fall came through pride and stubbornness. He ruled harshly. He lost unity. He sparked civil war. He ignored God's warning not to fight Israel. Although he humbled himself at times, Scripture says, he did evil because he did not set his heart on seeking the Lord. Rehoboam kept the throne, but lost influence, honor, and spiritual legacy. Jeroboam inherits by promise. When the kingdom divided, Jeroboam became king over the northern kingdom of Israel. He didn't steal the throne. He didn't overthrow Rehoboam. God placed him there. But Jeroboam's rule was conditional. "If you obey my commands, I will establish your kingdom." This was his test. Jeroboam's fall was even more tragic. Afraid the people would return to Jerusalem to worship, he made a deadly decision. He created 2 golden calves. He told the people, "These are your gods." He changed God's festivals. He appointed false priests. Jeroboam did this not out of ignorance, but fear. Fear of losing power, fear of losing control, fear of trusting God fully. God sent prophets. God sent warnings. God sent signs. Jeroboam ignored them all. His dynasty was completely destroyed. His name became synonymous with idolatry and rebellion. Scripture repeatedly says, "Jeroboam, who caused Israel to sin." Here's the key lesson. Rehoboam inherited authority but lacked wisdom, rejected godly counsel, led with pride, divided the people, and Jeroboam received authority from God, rejected God's commands, led with fear, corrupted worship. Rehoboam lost the people, Jeroboam lost God. These are not just ancient kings, they are patterns. Rehoboam represents leaders who inherit position but refuse humility. Jeroboam represents leaders who are chosen by God but compromise truth. God is still looking for leaders who will trust Him fully, lead with obedience, refuse fear and pride, because calling without obedience leads to destruction, and inheritance without wisdom leads to division. The kingdom was not destroyed by enemies. It was destroyed by disobedience from within. May we learn from Rehoboam. May we fear the mistake of Jeroboam. And may we choose obedience over pride and fear.